All right, and Sharon is enjoying a much-deserved day off. And by the way, I'd like to say this to all our veterans out there, all our active duty. Thank you for your service. We really appreciate it. All right, here's a live look outside right now. We're sitting in the mid-70s. We have those clouds in place. Some showers are starting to want to pick up. I'll show you the Doppler in just a second. And the winds hanging mostly from the east and southeast. Now, the cold front continues to drive onto the south. Temperatures in San Antonio have dropped to 45. It's 28 now in Amarillo, and then knock off another 10 or 15 degrees, and that's what it really feels like. The wind chill is dramatic. We're sitting in the 70s here. Brownsville is, well, 77 in Laredo. Everybody else is already under the gun with that cold air, and it goes all the way up into Canada. You can see it extending with some below zero readings there. We expect it there. We don't expect it here, but we're going to have to deal with it for a couple of days. Now, the radar, as I mentioned, is lighting up a little bit, and it's actually kind of doubled in the area as far as there was just a few showers back to our north and west earlier. Now we're starting to see more hit and miss showers starting to pop up. Nothing strong. I don't anticipate anything real strong. That's going to continue through the rest of the afternoon, into the evening, overnight, into tomorrow early. By about early afternoon, I think we'll start to see things moving on off. But you can see the scattered showers here popping. And I think if we get enough of it, we might be able to get 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch in some spots, which is good news. All right, as far as the temperatures, they're going to continue to fall off the table. And then add to that the fact that we're going to see some winds 15 to 30 miles an hour with some gusts to up to 40, 45. It's going to feel downright cold and uncomfortable. So I think the lows are going to be hovering in the middle 30s by tomorrow morning. So we don't take a freeze, but having said that, we are going to have to deal with some wind chills in the 20s because of the winds. And then on top of that, it's going to be damp. There's going to be, again, enough precipitation still around to cause some issues and make it feel miserable. So tomorrow morning, again, be sure and bundle up the kids before you send them out. Be sure and watch out for the pets. And again, take a jacket, heavier coat, some mittens for yourselves too, because it's going to be one of those days. We're actually only going to hit the 40s for highs after all of that. And the winds are what's bringing in the cold air. And as we start to get around 6:30, that front's going to be right on top of us. 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. It's going to stay that way through the morning. And that's why we're going to be seeing those wind chills in the 20s. After that, finally, we start to see the winds dying down a little bit around 6:30 tomorrow, 10, 15 miles an hour, which will feel better. But we're still talking highs only in the 40s. And then as we get into Wednesday morning, we're going to see 5, 6, 9, 10 mile an hour winds and temperatures in the middle 30s. So we're still going to be talking about wind chills in the upper 20s and low 30s on Wednesday morning before we finally start to see things climb up a little bit. There is wind advisories. Because of the wind speed behind the front, we're going to see wind advisories in effect everywhere you see here in the beige. It includes the coastal bend and some of the counties back to the north. And then that gale warning is going to be extended from now into tomorrow evening. Look at the seas up to 14 feet. Your forecast for tonight then, down to 36. On and off winds, the rain, the cold. Yikes. And again, we're going to see that carrying into tomorrow as well. And highs tomorrow only in the middle 40s just about everywhere. The winds finally die down a little bit by late afternoon. That front's going to continue to push on through. The rain develops overnight. The cold air moves in. And you can see the showers through the day there. And that's something that we're going to, especially between, say, about 10 o'clock tonight into tomorrow morning, that's going to be at the peak of the rain. Here's the forecast, and that forecast is being brought to you, your 7-day, by AutoNation. AutoNation will purchase your car. Even if you don't purchase the vehicle from them, shop now at the AutoNation lot near you. All right, so here we are. We're talking some very cold mornings, mid-30s, tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, and then we're going to start to see things gradually try to warm up with several more chances for some rain midweek into Thursday, and then again as we finish out the week and head into the weekend.